Hello TVR Universe, I'm Dave from the TVR Creators, and in this week's video we are looking at how to set up your videos and the best way to edit them. And here today there's lots of information I have to share with you, so do not go anywhere. And as always guys, let's crack on with the video. Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now. Alright, welcome! So if you haven't just joined us, or if you've watched us down the road, or whenever you watch this video, I'm Dave from the TVR Universe. I'm Dave from TVR Creators even. And I make weekly YouTube tips to share with you to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. So basically cracking on with straight on then with how to set up your video. So it's highly important to think of the best way and the best strategy, and I'm going to share a strategy with you now that will make your videos feel and look more professional, and just a few things I want to share with you for you to think about when you're applying your next video. So basically you want to think of your style, and I'm sure many of you watch this now, you've had your style, you've got your style, and your style is evolving, and it will evolve, it will constantly evolve. My videos are changing and evolving all the time. But the strategy I want to share with you now is basically how to set up your video. So I want you to think of like the psychology. So think about, you've got your thumbnail. We've talked about that loads in other videos. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that you've got, a good thumbnail. You've got a title you researched a little bit, or a title that just sort of, appeals to your audience, that you feel that'll work. And so anyway, the person's clicked on the video, and the first thing you want is a hook. It's highly important. Now what I mean by that is just something that just clarifies that the person's clicked on the right video, or just so your audience knows straight away that okay, this looks good. So what I mean by that, it obviously depends on the type of videos you make. So if you make head videos like I'm doing now, or like my bite-sized ones on Tuesdays, I tend to sort of like, hi guys, today we're talking about cameras, or hi guys, we're talking about the best editing software, that sort of thing. So whatever your video is about, I think it's just really important. Or maybe you could do a little joke like, oh, today we're going on a road trip, or I don't know, something like that. You get the idea. So straight away you like hook, and the person's like, ah. Now this is the next little bit I want you to think about, is the intro. Now there's lots and lots of people, professional content creators in general, a lot of chatter going on YouTube, or within the YouTube universe, if you like. You probably gotta like that word, but it's true. The YouTube community, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's really interesting, because a lot of people are saying, do you even need an intro? Is an intro important? And I think, being brutally honest, I think the best advice I could give you now is experiment. Experiment what works. What I would highly discourage you from is what I see, especially a lot of, I was going to say young then, but a lot of new content creators might do is a really long, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's not long, Dave. But if you think about it, a lot of people, when they're flicking over, like different YouTube videos, if they've got an intro that's there for 30 seconds, they might just skip it anyway, so, it's pointless. Or, I know myself sometimes, if I go on the channel and an intro goes on for 20-30 seconds, I'm just like bored now. And, unless the video really pulls you in, you've got to think about, how you behave on YouTube, if that makes sense. You've got to think about the psychology of your audience. And you're probably thinking, what are you on about, Dave? But I think it's really important that you understand your viewers and the people that watch your videos. And obviously the community you build around your channel is different for different people. That's a massive thing to think about. But so if you think about how you use YouTube, say that 10 times fast, just sort of think about that. So you don't want an intro that goes on and on and on. So I personally would recommend no longer than 3 seconds, maybe even 2 seconds. You probably see in a lot of my videos now, I literally just have my intro that literally just flicks for like 2 seconds with a cool little sound effect. I'm not saying copy that, just do your own thing, obviously. But I just think, it's obvious, you're on my channel, within that microsecond, the audience knows, oh, I'm on TVR Creators, or, whatever, and that might be a subconscious, after this video I might watch a few more, just stuff like that. So think about the psychology of your audience. I think it's really important. You're going to get value from this video. So basically what I've just shown is the intro that I sometimes use, and sometimes I literally just use the intro itself. And what I mean by that, sometimes I just show the logo, sorry, and when I show that, I do it as little as possible, and sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, but maybe I should do it slightly longer so perhaps people can read it better or whatever, because I find myself, if text just flicks up too quick, I can't even read it in time, so I'm sometimes trying to bear that in mind. But I also know that people straight away will be like, yeah, I've seen it, Dave, I don't need to look at it for 20 seconds. So sort of bear all this in mind, and I appreciate I'm rambling about this, but I just think it's really important, something for you guys to think about. Let's just have a brief share. Hey, hello, let me just have a quick check there. Hello, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so I just think it's really, really important to sort of think about within your videos, and it's just something to take on board. So going from there, and then what I would basically say for a lot of you guys is content. Sometimes I play with the idea of sort of advertising something, or I will reinforce what my channel's about. Experiment with this. Look at your, go into your YouTube studio and see at what point the audience start to, they dip, or people start getting a bit, bored. And I don't mean that in a horrible way. I just mean like, because, most people, I don't know, say 50% of people that watch your videos, this is just on average from what I've gathered from my data, may not even get to the end, or for whatever reason they might get to almost the end, and then as soon as it's the wrapping up of the video, they leave. And you'll always get a little dip. Now don't take that personally, it's just how YouTube is. But just sort of think, okay, how can I extend that? How can I keep people longer? So if you want people to stay on your video longer, perhaps I would literally just say hook, intro, maybe not even intro, experiment, and go straight into content. So whatever your video is about, crack on with the content. Really think about, so whatever your video is about, blah, 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 blah. So say like, if you're a gaming channel, I'll just use that as an example, and you're doing some gameplay or a video review or a film review, or you're cooking, straight away it's how you bake this certain cake, or the game review on this particular game, straight away. So the person within literally 5 seconds, they got the hook, the 2-second intro, they're getting the content, they're getting value. And this is something I talk about a lot, but it's so important. You want to bring your audience value, and that is probably one of the 2 most important things I'd think about in every video. If you can, and if you want to bring people as much value as possible. So thinking about the content now, you want to make sure that you give people value, whatever that is, if it's entertainment, or educational. And when I mean that, I don't mean like boring way. I just mean like, if they're learning about a game, or you're learning how to make something or bake something, or maybe it could be a household tip, DIY. If you're a musician, it could be how to string your guitar. These are just ideas. And so sort of bear that in mind. And also the other thing I always highly recommend, so you give them value, and possibly if you can, to give people even more value, and to maybe extend your duration of your audience watching your video, is solve a problem. And now I appreciate, again, this is something I mentioned, but I just think it's so important. And I just think perhaps not enough people think about that, and you don't want to be like that. You want to be one of these people that really gives value, really thinks about their audience and stuff like that. I just think it's highly important. So what I mean by that, I think it is what it says on the tin sort of thing, how can I perhaps share something I know with my viewers, like in my editing tutorials that I have on my channel. I've got 4 videos now on different parts of editing that can be applied on any program on your phone or computer, so they're giving value. On my Tuesday videos, I try to give value or solve a problem. If I know there's so many people out there maybe watching this or not watching this that maybe don't know what camera to use, or they might not think, is my phone good enough? And I've got videos about that. I know I'm sort of self-advertising here, but you get the idea. So when you're making your video, really think about how you can bring value and solve a problem. You're going to get value from this video. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to this channel. Alright, so if you just join us, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, got that right this time, and I bring you weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. I don't know if that clip, it went a bit funny, but if it didn't, awesome. So if you're just here, thank you so much. Not ending yet, I know it sounds like that, but I just want to say, if you got this far, thank you so much. If you've got any questions, knock them in the box. And I just wanted to share with you guys what's been going on the channel at the moment. I just thought I'd go over that briefly because ultimately you guys rock and I like to share you guys some things. So if you want to support the channel, feel free to get yourself one of these, a Get Value t-shirt. I also do mugs and lots of other merch, and the link is in the description, so go and check that out if you want to support the channel. Also equally important, if you want to support the channel, just by watching my videos, just by liking, commenting, so I know you've been there, you know, that sort of thing. And this is something actually I might go about in a minute, about how to build your audience and your community. Actually, if you want me to go into that in a bit more detail, put that in the comment box. But what I would highly say is, yeah, so I just want to thank you guys so much for all your weekly support, and all you that watch on a weekly basis, even my Tuesday videos or my live streams or both. If you watch them live or later or whenever, I just want to thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me, and you guys bring me value, so thank you for that. So just by watching my videos, it's a massive help. If you want to know what's going on at TVR Creators, if you know what videos are coming out, or just what projects are going on, or just what's happening in the gist, check out my Twitter feed. And on that you'll find out literally every day or every other day what videos are working on, or just like, you know, what's happening with it at TVR Creators. So feel free to connect and be part of the what I call the TVR universe there. I'm also on Instagram, where, you know, similar sort of thing. So if you're not on Twitter, don't worry. If you're on Instagram, I try to share quite a lot of what's going on there. And I also got a Facebook page, which is, you know, basically like some of my website sort of at the minute. And something I really want to share with you guys, for those of you that have got this far, the core fans, because I appreciate, you know, the core fans do watch to the end, so I appreciate that. I've also got a YouTube creators sort of group page. The link is also in the description. If you can't find it, just message me, I'll send you a link. And basically that's for you guys. So that's for where I want to build up this community, because we have got a nice community now. And in that space, feel free to share your new videos, why people should watch them, thinking about that value again, and share your channels, connect with other content creators. And when I see one of your new videos, you know, I'll do my best to share them as well, but feel free to do it yourself. And you know, that's what, you know, I want to grow that community. And, you know, there, if I come up with, you know, if I find new cameras or new gear that I might think you might find interesting, I'll share it there. So feel free to check out that group page and just build up this community. And I feel we have a really nice community now. I don't know what you think. So comment in the comments below, or if you watch it live in the live streams. I just want to say, if you're getting value from this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and share this video with family and friends. And feel free after this live stream to watch any of my content. I've got loads of playlists on all type of things around YouTube now. And if there's anything you really want us to particularly go over, or maybe make a video about, please feel free to share. And going on from that, actually, this Tuesday's video is going to be about video ideas, so check it out this Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now. Alright, so I just want to say thank you so much for watching today. I think I've shared what I wanted to share with you, so thank you so much again for watching. If you watched to the end, feel free to check out any of our videos, and I'm going to be updating the channel today as well. I'm going to add a new playlist to give you guys more value, so check out that. The channel's always been updated, so always check it out. And I look forward to see what videos that you guys bring out. I love seeing what you guys bring out, and those of you that I communicate as often as possible and connect with on a weekly basis, You guys give me value, so thank you, and keep doing what you're doing. If you take anything from today, your best to apply what you learn, and not just on my videos, anyone that does this type of content, apply that. And I'm going to give you a bit of homework in a jokey way. Pick one thing, right? Pick one thing, either thumbnails, titling of your videos, descriptions, perhaps inside the video, so maybe just general editing, lighting, sound, two of the most important things, even more than what camera you're using, and improve it. Learn about it, watch as many tutorials as you can about whatever you pick, and improve it. And I want you to think by this time next weekend, you will be better at lighting, audio, whatever you pick. And you can look back and go, you know what, I'm better at that now. And then vice versa, pick something else. And I think if you try and do that with each video, you will improve. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you now. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dave from TVR Creators. You guys are the TVR universe. And as always, guys, you guys absolutely rock. Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.